In this video, we will analyze the benefits and the demerits of Arduino versus embedded C programming. Myself, Prashant Chaudhary. Today's topic is Arduino versus bare metal embedded C programming. So let us understand what is Arduino. Arduino was conceived as a way of introducing microcontrollers to beginners by an academic group in Italy, and the Arduino hardware and software was released under an open source license so that anyone can copy it. It has two elements, hardware and software, that form a system to rapidly develop microcontroller projects. It consists of a hardware board which can be programmed, that is a microcontroller, and a ready-made software called Arduino IDE is called the Integrated Development Environment, which is used to write and upload the computer code, the binary, the hex code, to the physical board using inbuilt USB interface. The commonest one are called Arduino Uno Release 3, which uses Atmel ATmega 328P microcontroller, but there are now several other hardwares with larger chips. This community is becoming so popular that other microcontroller manufacturers are making their parts Arduino compatible. So Arduino is not limited to Atmel AVS series microcontrollers. Now let us understand basic Arduino hardware, whose name is Uno. The hardware looks like this. See the components. So this is the USB interface for code dumping. Means the code we develop with the Arduino software IDE, we have to dump this the code, hex code, the final binary file, through this port. This is the power supply. We have to give external DC power supply of 12 volt. This is called the ICSP interface for external code dumping. This is used for code dumping using external programmer. This is the controller. This is the AVR microcontroller ATmega 328. These are the digital IOs and these are the analog IOs. This Uno hardware is a 8-bit microcontroller. Its program memory is 32K. The RAM size is 2K. EEPROM is the internal EEPROM of 1K. It has 14 digital IOs and analog inputs is 8. Uno shields. Arduino Uno baseboard does not do much of its own, and you need to plug in an expansion module which is called the shields to do anything meaningful. So shields looks like this. There are different kinds of shields. This is an example, which is a motor driver shield. Okay, when we connect the hardware with the Uno, it looks like this. This is a general motor driving shield. Uno prototyping shields. When we want to make some new circuits interfacing with Uno hardware, we need a general purpose PCB in the form of shield, so which is called the Uno prototyping shields. This look like this. In this area, general purpose area, we can make our circuit, and with these pins which has been it can be connected to the Uno board. When it is connected to the board, it looks like this. There is another hardware is in the basic form, is called the Arduino Nano. The hardware looks like this. It's in a very compact form. Okay, it does also have the USB interface for code dumping, as well as through the same we have to feed the 5 volt DC, which comes through the USB interface. This is the AVR microcontroller. It is also same as ATmega 328, but it is in the SMD form. It is also the ICSP interface, as we have seen previously for Arduino Uno. This is the digital IOs and this is the analog. Okay, so this is having the same architecture, 8-bit microcontroller
program memory 32K, RAM 2K, EEPROM 1K, digital IOs 14, analog inputs 8. Similarly, for as we have seen for Arduino Uno, there are some shields available for Nano also. Okay, so the hardware looks like this, and when we fit the hardware, we can get the IOs, okay, through which we can connect our interfaces of other circuits. There are different Arduino hardware, and one of the most popular hardware which is quite powerful is Mega 2560. The hardware looks like this. It's called a Mega 2560. It is also the USB interface for code dumping. It's having 12 volt DC power supply we have to feed externally. It has also a number of digital IOs and now quite higher 16 analog inputs. So this Arduino hardware is based on Atmel ATmega 2560 microcontroller. This is also 8-bit microcontroller. Code memory is 256. RAM is 8 kilobyte. EEPROM 4 kilobyte. Number of digital IOs 54 is quite high, and analog inputs is 16. Apart from Atmel ATmega series controller, there are some other hardwares too. As we have discussed that due to its popularity, many semiconductor manufacturers are making their controller Arduino compatible. Like that, STM32 Nucleo 103 is such a Arduino compatible board. So this controller is quite powerful. It's 32-bit microcontroller. Is based on Cortex M0 architecture. Similarly, like that, STM32 Nucleo 144, it's much more powerful than its previous version. It is also 32-bit. It is Cortex M0. Means we can use an Arduino IDE to program and program this controller for our application development. Other than STM32, there are other manufacturers like Nuvoton. They have NewMaker Uno. Its architecture is almost the same. Means we can use the same shields of Arduino Uno with this Arduino hardware Nuvoton NewMaker. So this is also a Cortex controller. It's 32-bit Cortex M0 controller. There is another more powerful than that is called the Nuvoton NewMaker M032SE. It's quite powerful. Means controller is quite powerful, and the beauty of this hardware is that you can use both Arduino as well as other IDE like Kyle, then IAR. All this you can use for this programming. Other than this Nuvoton STM32, there are some Arduino hardware, very generic. It's useful for IoT applications. Is ESP8266 is a system on chip that has Wi-Fi features. The hardware looked like this. Another is ESP32. ESP32 is a successor of ESP8266. It is also a system on chip that has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth features. The hardware looks like this. Till now we have seen the Arduino hardware. Now we will discuss about the Arduino software, which is called the Arduino IDE software. The Arduino Integrated Development Environment IDE is a cross-platform application which is available for Windows, Mac OS as well as Linux. That the whole thing is written in functions from C and C++. Means the Arduino itself is written with C and C++. This IDE is used to write, compile, link and upload programs to Arduino compatible boards. The Arduino IDE supports the language of C and C++, but using special rules of code structuring. The Arduino IDE supplies a software library for the project which provides many common input and output procedures. With the rising popularity of Arduino as a software platform, other vendors started to implement custom open source compilers and tools that can build and upload sketches, means the programs, to other microcontrollers that are not supported by Arduino's official line of microcontrollers. So what are the benefits of using Arduino? Arduino programming does not require much knowledge to get started. Its ready hardwares are available in the market, and since it is open source, you can make your own hardware with the schematics and the PCB layouts. Arduino are built with inbuilt programmers, means you can, as we mentioned, that the hex code you can dump directly using the Arduino IDE. It is ready with inbuilt power supply. Ready-made functions are available with the Arduino IDE. The Arduino codes are very easy to understand and learn, and plenty of examples of codes are available on internet. And ready interface boards called shields are available in the open market. Now, what are the demerits, means the disadvantages of using Arduino? When we use Arduino for development, we gain no understanding of the AVR microcontrollers because we work on a superficial level when programming with Arduino. Sketches, that is codes and shields, can be difficult to modify for customization. No debugger is included for checking the code. You get no experience of C programming or professional development tool if you work with Arduino. Hex code size is quite bigger than that produced by embedded C compilers. Means the code efficiency is quite lower than that produced by the embedded C compilers. Product design with Arduino are not accepted for high volume production because it is not the product itself is not cost effective. Now, embedded C for AVR development, there is embedded C for AVR microcontrollers and its development tools. Whenever the conventional C language and extension are used for programming embedded system, it is referred as embedded C programming. Various C compilers, linkers for Atmel AVR series microcontrollers are available, both free as well as paid. WinAVR is such a free compiler linker. It can be used with AVR Studio platform, which is also freely available on the internet. Some commercial compilers I would like to mention. There's a IAR Embedded Workbench for AVR is a paid ID for Atmel AVR series, but the free version is available was IAR Embedded Workbench, but it can generate up to 4 kilobytes of code. Now, what are the advantages of using embedded C over Arduino? Since C is a mid-level with high-level features such as support for functions and modules, and low features such as good to access hardware via pointers. This is a very good advantage of embedded C. C is the most common embedded language. 35% of embedded applications are coded in C. C, when used correctly, is as safe and robust as any other high-level language. It directly manipulates the hardware and memory addresses. Means we can interact with the hardware and the memory of this total system directly. If we use C-level programming, we can use a source-level debugging with embedded C. And the one more important thing, if we develop with C, embedded C, the same code can be ported from one platform to another. Suppose I'm making for AVR microcontroller and I want to shift to some other controller like 8051 or STM8 or even ARM. It is very possible. And lastly, the final hex and the binary file produced are far more compact and efficient than produced by Arduino. So now the question is, can we use embedded C to program Arduino, Uno, Nano, Mega hardware? The answer is yes. So which programming language should you should learn and practice? The answer is embedded C. Now why? The reasons. Arduino was made mainly for the hobbyists. Arduino programming is not valued in the industries. Products developed on Arduino platform are not price competitive. In-circuit debugging is not possible with Arduino. Arduino code are not optimized as compared to embedded C. And lastly, Arduino cannot be used in time-critical applications. So this is all about today's video. If you like this video, please share, and you can connect us on Facebook, Instagram, Telegram. So it was nice talking to you, friends. So have a fantastic day. Thank you.